Ever texted a girl, waited hours for a reply, then she just says K, or maybe she brings up her ex out of nowhere, and you're like, is this a red flag or a trap? Bro, I've been there, that confused, anxious spiral, second-guessing every word, every move. But here's the harsh truth. She's not being random. She's testing you. And 99% of guys completely miss these signs until it's too late. So in this video, I'm breaking down 9 hidden tests women use, and trust me, once you spot them, you'll finally play the game with your eyes open. Let's start with the first one. 1. She asks about your ex. Bro, this one's a classic when she randomly hits you with, so what happened with your ex? Don't get it twisted. She's not just curious. She's testing you. This is a maturity test. She wants to know, do you bash your ex? Do you blame everything on her? Or can you handle the question like a grown man? According to a psychology study, 78% of women say they judge a guy based on how he talks about past relationships. If you start complaining or bad-mouthing, she's thinking, dang, is that how he'll talk about me if we ever break up? And bro, let's be real. There's even a chance she already Googled your ex to see if she's hotter than her. Yep, it gets deep like that. So what's the move? Stay cool. Say something like, we just weren't the right fit, but I respect her. I learned a lot from that relationship. Short, chill, and drama-free. 2. She accidentally makes you wait. All right, bro, this one hits a nerve. You plan to meet at 7, but she shows up at 7:30 like, sorry, traffic was crazy. Sound familiar? Yep, but sometimes it's not just traffic. It's a patience test. She's watching how you react when things don't go your way. Do you lose your cool, send angry texts, or do you stay chill and handle it like a grown man? This is her way of checking your emotional intelligence. Wild stat for you, a survey found that 65% of women admitted to intentionally showing up late just to see how the guy reacts. And 82% said they won't go on a second date if he blows up over it. So what should you do? Keep your cool. Shoot her a quick text like, all good, take your time, and stay safe. That tiny response shows you're patient, mature, and low-key. A catch. But bro, that's just the warm-up. The next test, it's on a whole other level. 3. She tells you about drama with her friends. Bro, ever had her randomly say, oh, I just had a fight with my best friend. You probably thought she just needed to vent. Nah, man, this is a low-key relationship test. She's not just sharing drama, she's watching how you respond. Will you instantly take her side and trash a friend, or will you stay calm, listen, and give thoughtful advice? Here's the catch. Most women aren't looking for you to fix it. What they really want is to see if you listen with empathy and respect both perspectives. If you jump in too fast, like, yeah, your friend sounds toxic, she might think, so this guy can't see nuance? The smooth way to handle it? Ask questions like, that sounds rough. How did that make you feel? Or, want to talk it through together. That shows maturity without picking sides. Pass this test and start seeing you as relationship material, not just a casual listener. 4. She forgets her wallet on a date. Bro, tell me this hasn't happened to you. You show up to a movie or dinner and she suddenly says, oops, I forgot my wallet. Sounds like a simple mistake, right? Nope. This might be a generosity test in disguise. She's not just checking if you'll cover the bill, she's watching your vibe. Do you act annoyed? Do you make a big deal out of it? Or do you handle it like a chill, confident dude? Here's the thing, this test isn't about money. It's about your attitude when giving. Women pay attention to how you treat moments like this. Are you kind without keeping score? Best move, keep it smooth. No worries, I got us. Say it with a smile. Don't bring it up again. That's how you show character without flexing your wallet. And hey, maybe she really did forget her wallet, but even if it's a test, now you know how to pass it. 5. She asks about your future plans. So bro, when she drops the question, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Don't treat it like small talk. This is a serious commitment test. She's not just making conversation, she's trying to figure out, are you thinking long term? Do you have real goals? And most importantly, do you see her in your future? Stats don't lie. About 89% of women say a man needs a clear vision for his life. So if you say something like, I don't know, just go with the flow, she might mentally check out on the spot. Want to pass this test? Be honest, but also be intentional. Share your goals, career, personal growth, travel, and then say something like, hopefully with someone special by my side. Trust me, that line hits. This one's about direction, not perfection. Show her you've got drive, not just vibes. But hold on. Because the next test, it comes when you least expect it. 6. She tests your ability to protect. All right, bro, this one flies under the radar for most guys. When you're out with her, she's not just walking beside you, she's quietly checking, can this guy make me feel safe? She's in the little things. Do you hold her hand while crossing the street? Do you walk on the outside closer to traffic? If a random guy stares at her, do you just ignore it or step in with presence? Sounds small, but trust me, it's big in her eyes. This is less about fighting dudes and more about emotional security. Women naturally look for a man who gives off a vibe of protection and presence. How to pass this test? Stay aware, lead the way, be mindful of her space and comfort. Just showing her that you're looking out for her even in subtle ways makes a huge difference. 7. She asks about your job and passion. When she hits you with, do you enjoy your work? Don't brush it off like it's small talk. This is a test of your drive and ambition. She's not just asking what you do, she's watching how your eyes light up when you talk about it. She wants to see if you're passionate about something. Are you just working for a paycheck? Or are you chasing a goal, building something, growing into someone better? Studies show that 76% of women feel more attracted to guys who have clear passions and future plans, even if the job isn't fancy or high-paying. To pass this test, talk about what excites you, share your goals. Show her you've got fire inside. It's not about being rich. It's about having purpose. 8. She watches how you treat other people. This one's sneaky, bro, but super real. She's silently watching how you treat everyone else, not just her. That includes the waiter, the taxi driver, her friends, even kids and older folks you pass by. Why? Because to her, that's the real you. And deep down, she believes that how you treat strangers today is how you might treat her later. You could be sweet to her now, but if you're rude to the barista or ignore the Uber driver, it sends a big red flag. So how do you pass this test? Easy. Just be a good human, be polite, be respectful. Not because she's watching, but because that's the kind of man you are. Trust me, nothing impresses a woman more than quiet kindness. But hold up. The final test, it's the most unexpected one yet. 9. She tests how you handle stress. All right, bro. This one's low-key, but super important. Sometimes she'll throw in small, stressful moments just to see how you react, like suddenly changing plans last minute, hitting you with unexpected questions, or asking for help with something tricky. Why does she do that? Simple. She wants to see the real you under pressure. When life gets messy, will you freak out? Or will you stay cool and figure things out? According to studies, 91% of women say a guy's ability to handle stress is one of the most attractive traits. And honestly, it makes sense. If you can't stay calm during a little drama, how will you handle bigger stuff in the future? So what should you do? Stay grounded. Don't complain. Don't panic. Just breathe, smile, and look for solutions. That calm energy, it's powerful. And now that you've seen all 9 signs, let's wrap this up with something real important. These aren't mind games. They're ways she's trying to understand who you really are. The key isn't to pass the test. It's to stay calm, be real, and show up as your best self. Now let me ask you, which one do you think is the hardest to handle? The patience test or the future plan one? And what do you want me to cover next? Do that like button if this video helped you. Subscribe to join the fam and turn on the bell so you don't miss what's coming. See ya.